Moving on, China has unveiled new credit lines and visa-free travel opportunities for Latin American countries in a fresh bid to deepen strategic and economic ties with the region. This announcement follows a high-profile summit in Beijing today, where leaders from Brazil, Colombia, Chile, and other nations gathered for the China-CELAC Forum, a key platform for cooperation between China and the community of Latin American and Caribbean states. Beijing's new credit offering, dominated by in yuan, is seen as part of its broader effort to internationalize its currency. It mirrors a similar move in 2015 when China pledged $20 billion in credit to support infrastructure investment across Latin America. Chinese President Xi Jinping addressed the summit with a strong message. He vowed to deepen ties with Latin America and the Caribbean while taking aim at what he called bullying and hegemonism. Widely interpreted as a swipe at the United States, Xi warned that there are no winners in trade wars and said that bullying and hegemony only lead to isolation. Let's in fact listen into what he said.
10年来，在双方精心培育下，中拉论坛已经从一棵稚嫩幼苗成长为挺拔的大树，我感到十分欣慰。中国同拉美和加勒比地区虽然相距遥远，但双方友好交往源远流长。面对地缘政治和阵营对抗，暗流涌动，单边主义、保护主义逆流增长，中方愿同拉方携手启动5大工程，共谋发展振兴，共建中拉命运共同体。
While in a major development, Colombian President Gustavo Petro announced that Colombia will join China's Belt and Road Initiative, a global infrastructure and investment strategy led by Beijing. But not all voices were aligned. Brazil emphasized the need for caution, warning that Latin American nations should avoid becoming overly dependent on any foreign economic power as they pursue international partnerships. All right, Mr. Andrew K.P. Leung, China strategist, is joining us on the broadcast. Andrew, appreciate you being here. Well, China is obviously on a quest, on a mission, to align with the southern and Latin American states. How do you think this outreach is going to be perceived by the Americans?
Well, of course, the Trump administration touts its hegemony. On the very first day, Trump was in the White House. He wanted to take over Greenland. He wanted to take over Canada, the 51st state. He wants to take over the Panama Canal, and also rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America, and harking back to the days of the Monroe Doctrine. In other words, regarding the whole of Americas, North America and South America, as America's backyard, as the fortress to make America great again, and also trying to impose rules of the jungle on other countries, using tariffs against allies and antagonists alike, against this hegemonism or unilateralism, which has rattled the world economy, upends the so-called rule-based order founded by the United States. China is now presenting a different world where countries can cooperate in spite of their differences, and also trying to provide areas for cooperation to make for a more inclusive world. Now, of course, the Latin America is a very important part of the global South. And China has been pivoting towards the global south, especially as a result of this total disruption of the world trade ecosystem by Trump's massive tariffs all over the place. And of course, the Latin America contributes more and more to the global growth. Now, as mentioned, the global south, because the global south, even the BRICS plus alone, the total economy is bigger than the G7. The whole world is governed by Western countries, and now the global south, in terms of the total economy, exceeds the global south. It exceeds the G7, which of course includes the United States. So the whole world is changing now, and China is presenting another side of the picture. And as a result of Trump's no holds bar tariffs and also the rules of the jungle imposed on other countries, I think that there is a great deal of rallying amongst the countries in the global south to form some sort of a solidarity, not in terms of a bloc, but closer relationship with China. And hence, this is the gist of President Xi's opening of this forum with Latin America, and also providing greater investments, offering avenues for cooperation like anti-terrorism, and also promoting technologies involving green energies and also 5G. So all these resonate with the developing world, who are, after all, struggling to grow the economy to make better lives for their people. Whereas that they're seeing that a lot of the countries are now seeing that they are being put under the thumb of President Trump's hegemonic rules of the jungle kind of behavior.
All right, Andrew, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for your time.